welcome to the news update. My name is Memana Bagudu. And on the news update, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has inaugurated ministers who are expected to drive his cabinet, charging them to work to meet the expectations of Nigerians. He noted that the ministers were selected based on personal experience to continue with the work of nation building. Hawa Aliyu Palisa has more details.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu described Nigerians' challenges as very daunting, but noted that government is introducing reforms that will renew hope, which are the objective of selecting them as ministers. He urged them to be mindful of the fact that they are ministers of the Federal Republic and not ministers of regions or states. He said it is all about a great team and believe the country has one now, as they have been called to distinguish themselves. The president pointed out that greatest number of Nigerians are highly expectant, saying Nigerians will hold them account. The event was witnessed by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of the Representatives, Secretary of the Government of the Federation, George Akume, and Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila. Hawali Alisa, Value Chain TV.
President Bola Tinubu has approved the redeployment of Minister-designate Abubakar Momo from the Federal Ministry of Youth to the Federal Ministry of Niger Delta Development. A statement by Special Advisor to the President, Ajuri Ingelali, said the Federal Ministry of Youth is to be reassigned to a minister-designate soon. The statement added that ministers designate allocated to the federal ministries of Transportation, Interior and Marine and Blue Economy have been reshuffled as follows. Adeboyega Oyetola is redeployed to the Marine and Blue Economy Ministry, while Bumi Tunji Ojo is redeployed to the Ministry of Interior. Saidu Alkali is redeployed to the Ministry of Transportation. Furthermore, both ministers of state in the oil and gas sector are now domiciled in the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources with the following designations. Senator Henikin Lohobiri is the Minister of State, Oil, Petroleum Resources, while Ekperipe Ekpo is the Minister of State, Gas, Petroleum Resources. The statement indicates that President Tinubu approves the renaming of the Federal Ministry of Environment and Ecological Management as the Federal Ministry of Environment. All aforementioned changes take immediate effect by these directives of the President. Meanwhile, mixed reactions trail the appointment of former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Speaking to Value Chain TV, some Abuja residents described Wike's appointment as a welcome development, saying his track record of performance as governor is a testimony that more progress and change will come to the FCT during his tenure. There are, however, those who expressed cautious optimism, while others opined that it's going to be business as usual.
What do you have as a citizen of this country to contribute to what the government is doing? In America, you are going to, in Britain, we have been to, in UAE, we have set up structures. You don't go there and castigate or blackmail the government. You contribute your own quotas.
Point of interest is that of the ministers to the FCT, and also the Minister of Information. And you would say quickly that when you are talking about round peg in round holes, that could best describe the choice of those ministers. Over and above that, we expect that they should hit the ground running.
Let's talk about Wike from Rivers State. He's of the PDP man. Politicians will always tell you that he appointed Wike to form government of national unity from the PDP, but that is not the truth. if you follow the political trajectory during the election, you understand how the game played. So it's just political compensation. There is nothing fantastic they are going to perform when people are being compensated, not because of their quality, not because of their competence, not because of their track records.
Mr. Wike is a good man to me. But, if you can look at what he has done in Rivers, understand? Mr. Wike I see him doing progress in this Abuja.
Still on the FCT, where the minister Nathan Wike has assumed office with a warning that he will make sure that Abuja's master plan is not distorted. He promised to spare no one or group who consciously or unconsciously alter the master plan.
People who are distorting the master plan of Abuja, too bad. So you can look at refuse everywhere. Those who are paying for refuse collection, what are they doing? So we must also sit down to look at differently ways of waste management or waste disposal. It is very, 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 very key. All those people who are distorting the master plan of Abuja, too bad, too bad. If you know you are built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down. Those who have taken over the green areas to build, sorry, our parks must come back. The green areas must come back. If you hate green, you must hate yourself. So if you know you have anybody who is involved that have taken over the green areas, have taken over the parks, to where you now do restaurants, no, we will not accept that. Sorry. If your father has done that, sorry. If your mother has done that, sorry. There's nothing I can do. It will go down. And all these people who are doing land marketing, I'll talk to the staff tomorrow. There are a lot of people are involved. And let me tell you, that period of land marketing is what? Over.
The Economic Community of West African States has rejected Niger junta's 3-year power transition plan. ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdul Fattah Musa, stated these while speaking with newsmen. The report.
The head of the junta, General Abdurrahmani Chiani, on Saturday said he would relinquish power within 3 years and warned that any intervention by foreign forces would not be walk in the park. He stated in a televised address broadcast by Tele Sahel that their ambition is not to confiscate power. He explained that the transition period would not exceed 3 years. Meanwhile, the junta has asked political parties to submit their vision for the transition within 30 days. The junta leader said they are available for any dialogue, provided that it takes into account the aspirations of the people of Niger Republic. He, however, warned that any intervention will open Pandora box and will not be a walk in the park. His warning followed the arrival of an ECOWAS delegation in the country for a final diplomatic push before deciding on military intervention against the junta. Reacting, Musa said that Chiani's proposal was just a smokescreen for dialogue and diplomacy, stressing that ECOWAS will not accept any prolonged transition again in the region. He said they just have to get ready to hand over in the shortest possible time, adding that the military aspect is very much on. In another development, pro-junta protesters on Sunday took to the streets of Niamey to restate their support for the military takeover of power in Niger Republic. The demonstrators chanted slogans hostile to former colonial power France and West African Regional Bloc. ECOWAS, which is considering a potential military operation, to reinstate elected President Mohamed Bazoum if ongoing negotiations with coup leaders fails. Hawa Aliub Alisa, Value Chain TV.
And that is all for the news update on Value Chain TV. My name is Mimuna Bagodu. Thanks for watching.